What's up, podcast family? It is Coach Sadiq with another episode with you all on my podcast. And today, after 62 weeks, I finally run out of guests. Let's put it that way. I had no recordings, I had no guests recorded on the podcast after 62 weeks of having a guest every single week. And only 1 week, I think it was episode 50, when I shared or when I switched up the podcast to sharing with you all way more value, going straight into the top 5 life lessons of my guests. And today I thought, since I don't have a guest, I shall be your guest. I should be serving you. I should be helping you all and inspiring you by sharing my own personal 5 life lessons with you all that I've learned in the last 6 years of my personal growth journey, business journey, life journey. Call it what you want. But I want to share with you what has helped me stay so consistent and stay so motivated on my goals, on my dreams in my life. And hopefully something that I share in this episode is going to inspire some of you to go obviously take more action in your life. And so that's what I'm really hoping for. I hope that I can be of service to you all. I hope that the rest of my content has been continuously inspiring you all, because I genuinely put in so much passion and love in every form of content that I put out, whether on TikTok, on Instagram or Instagram Reels, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter. I even post on Twitter, even though that nothing ever happens over there for me personally anyways. And then now you guys know this year I've been taking my YouTube channel way more seriously and upgrading the thumbnails and posting more content on there for you all, including this podcast that's going to go on here and that you're watching me right now on, if you're watching me on YouTube. But I want to kind of share with you very quickly how or why it is that I don't have any guests. So the way I've been running my podcast for the last 62 weeks now has been obviously getting guests, speaking to them, communicating with them, whether through LinkedIn or Instagram. Majority of my guests have come from those two platforms and has come from David Meltzer's team. So for those of you guys who don't follow David Meltzer, make sure you go and check him out. He has a team that basically kind of sync you with guests. Put it this way: I'm a podcast host, and he has a team he has a team of people who basically, these guests are kind of part of his community, let's say, and his network, and they are looking for hosts to basically go and speak on, to share something like their book, to share something about their business, or to share some kind of coaching, to share some kind of message basically. And for me, they're all servant leaders, they all have accomplished big things in their life, and so those guests have actually been kind of shared to me through David Meltzer's team. So massive shout out to David Meltzer's team. And I'm just so grateful that I had the opportunity to work with them and to kind of continue to work with them until I get new guests come up in the coming weeks. But since I didn't have any more guests and I've kind of run out of recordings, because I basically record, as you guys obviously most probably have guessed, I record all of my videos for the podcast through Zoom, and then I obviously personally have editing them all, have put them out for you guys every single Sunday/Monday. But I did all the editing, all the podcasts, all my content is done by me. So as you can imagine, I have a lot on my plate in terms of content, in terms of editing, in terms of posting content every single day. And for those of you guys who have been following me for any length of time, you already know that I post every single day. I've not missed a single day of posting since I started taking Instagram and social media and content seriously, which has been like probably more than 5 years. I've never missed a day. Can you imagine? I've never taken a break. I've never taken a little holiday. I've never taken anything from posting. I always post no matter what. And that's my personal, that's just the way I personally do things. There's no specific reason. It's just, I just feel like I have a responsibility for all of you and for everybody else in the world, that my aim and my intention every day is to just inspire somebody in the world. Is for them to see a video, a podcast episode of mine, listen to the podcast, is through a YouTube video, through an Instagram clip, or a quote, and just get some kind of inspiration to fuel them for the day, for them to be motivated, for them to find confidence, for them to believe in themselves, and for them to be inspired to take action in their life on their dreams. And that has always been my mission, is just to be of service to you, to help people, to guide you, to coach you, to mentor you online through my content. And obviously in the last recent couple of months when I've started my business coaching, I've just been really focused on that behind the scenes, which you probably haven't seen too much of, but I do share a lot of that and what I've been up to in my vlog. So if you guys don't watch my vlog, if you're listening to this right now on another platform and you don't really follow me on YouTube, make sure you guys go and check out my YouTube channel, because I've been basically sharing a weekly vlog for now 20 weeks, where I've basically been sharing the behind the scenes of my life every week. I think the first few weeks were the best, because I was like, I was making clips every single day and then putting them together at the end of the week. And then it ended up being like 30-40 minute videos, which was super cool, because you guys got to see really like where I'm going and how I'm doing things. And just, you got to see so much raw like video content of me just like waking up like tired and stuff. And I love keeping it real. I'm somebody who no longer cares about what people think about me. I am super open to just be vulnerable and allow myself to just be free and open to you, to serve you, to give you the most value that I can, and to be as authentic as I can. Because I don't like a lot of people online who are just being so fake nowadays. I don't really like that. I want to change that perspective and change that mindset in people's life. And so I am doing that through my character and through my personality, by showing you that, hey, you guys, you know what? Nobody really cares. They have their own challenges and they have their own problems they're dealing with. So why don't you just focus on your own life? Why don't you just stay in your lane and focus on what you want to do? Because to be honest, nobody really cares about how you look, your makeup, your hairstyle, your top, your clothes, your background. Like, people overthink too much. I just think lots of you who listen to my podcast overthink too much. And I know that because some of you I speak to personally in the DMs or every Monday on my Get Vocal event. I speak to a lot of you guys, and I know that a lot of you are overthinking a lot in your life. And so I really hope that my content has been inspiring you to take some kind of action in your life, because that is my main intention every day, to help you find confidence, to help you take more action, and to help you stay consistent in doing these three things. So let me get straight into my top 5 life lessons. And I hope that every single one of them that I share touches your heart, inspires you, helps you, motivates you to take action on these 5 things every day. Because I promise you one thing, the last 6 years of my life has changed and I've grown into a better person, into a better brother, a better son, a better human being in general, because of these 5 things. So I'm going to go straight into it. The first one I want to share with you, and I actually do have my notes here, because I usually, as you guys know, I just go with the flow and I just speak from the heart. But because this is my top 5 life lessons, I found it something to be much more valuable. So I wanted to write, actually kept it in my journal. So I write it down in my journal. And so just so in a few months or a few years from now, I can actually look back and it says at the top, episode 62, my podcast, and it says Sadiq's top 5 life lessons, and the 5 of them are here. So every time, maybe one day I need to just find some inspiration for myself or just introspecting, I can always go through my journal and read through these things that I've done for you all to bring you as much value as I can. So the first one I wrote down, obviously for me, that really has helped me change my life, is gratitude. Number one, for me, every single time I share any kind of message or anything to anyone, I always talk about gratitude, because I promise you one thing. The day that I started being grateful in the morning and then being grateful in the evening before I go to bed, my life started shifting. I started attracting so many amazing people in my life and so many amazing opportunities and collaborations because of this one thing. And I don't really know how to explain it to you, because I'm not a super science geek. There's lots of those people out there, so go and check out their YouTube videos. But from what I know, from my own personal experience, is that since I've started like practicing gratitude, and this is how I do it. You can do it however you feel like doing it. This is how I do it. I wake up in the morning, and by the way, I wake up in the morning and I don't look at my phone. My alarm is my phone, so 100% I will wake up and I'll switch off my alarm, or alarms I should say, because I have more than one of them on, because I like to snooze. Let's be real, I'm not gonna lie, I do snooze my alarm too. And so I click snooze probably like 2 or 3 times, and then I wake up on the third time. Let's say I'll wake up, I would literally not look at my phone, it would just switch off the alarm. And I would just wake up. I actually do some stretches on the floor. I go on the floor and I just start doing some stretches, because of I have some really minor lower back pain from all the crazy workouts that I do, but it's not something major, so I haven't really looked into it much. But I do some lower back stretches, I do some just normal overall body stretches, And then I literally start repeating to myself all the things that I'm grateful for in that morning. So it could be anything. And guys, I go super deep. I go super, what's the word? I scrutinize a lot, right? So I will say like, I'm super grateful for my eyebrows. I'll be like, I'm grateful for my hair. And I'm grateful for my clothes. I'm grateful for my eyes. I'm grateful for my nose, my mouth, my ears that I can hear with. I'm grateful for my health. And everything that I can think of in that moment, I'll just repeat it in my head. I don't say it out loud. I just repeat it to myself in my head. And then obviously I go about my day, have a shower, wake up. If I'm working, I start working. And usually if I'm going into the office, then I would, on my walk, I always walk to the station, to the tube station here in London. And when I walk to the station, this is when I actually repeat to myself all the things that I'm grateful for again. So everything, like I'm grateful that I have legs to walk with. I'm grateful I have eyes to see with. I'm grateful that I have money in the bank. You know, like the most simplest things that we take for granted, I actually repeat all the things that I'm grateful for. And it has helped me so much because it humbles me every day. It allows me to come back to center. You know, it allows me to stay focused on what I already have rather than thinking, hey, Sadiq, you're not getting clients, your business is not growing, you're not making more money, blah, blah, blah. Rather than focusing on what I don't have, I'd rather focus on what I already have because I have a lot. And you guys all have a lot. Believe it or not, you do. So I want you to take that into consideration today. And every single day when you wake up, focus on some kind of gratitude practice. And then when you go to bed at night, you do the exact same thing. Some people like journaling, some people like writing it down. As I said before, do what's best for you. Everybody is different. We're all different and unique in our own way. So we all do things differently. For example, I'm a visual learner. Some of you are not. Some of you are like geeks. You know, you love reading and learning like that. Nothing wrong with that. That's actually a good thing. You have to focus on your strength. If your strength is reading, then do more of that. Just don't keep reading and don't take action on it, please. I hope you don't do that, because that's the one thing I always share. Don't read so much and become Einstein and become super wise and just be full of knowledge, but you don't share anything. You don't take action on anything you learn. That is a waste of time, in my opinion, anyways. So gratitude, first thing in the morning, last thing at night. Second life lesson that I want to share with you all is, obviously you've heard it on my TEDx talk, you've heard it all over my content almost every single day, if not every week, is taking action. Guys, I am so passionate about this because I have been doing this for the past 6 years plus now. And it's just genuinely, as you guys can tell from my content, has always been changing my life every single week. Something new is happening because of the fact that I take action every day. I do one thing minimum every single day that helps me become closer to my goals, to my dreams, because I'm just an energetic person, right? I'm naturally energized. I'm naturally super passionate. And because I found my purpose, right? I found my purpose in coaching and speaking. And so I'm super passionate about what I do. And I have a lot of energy for it because I absolutely love it. Like I can get paid zero for the next 10 years and just keep doing what I'm doing. Do you know why? Because I know that I'm helping people. I know I'm making an impact. I know I'm adding positivity and spreading love into the world. And I absolutely love it. It fuels me. Money don't fuel me. Money I just want because I want to help my family. Money I want because I want a better life in the future, meaning things that I've always wanted to buy. I never want to worry about money. So one of my biggest dreams, as you guys probably know, some of you don't know, one of my biggest dreams is just to have enough money to never worry about money, and to buy my mom an apartment in Dubai, and to just focus on my life in the next couple of years while I'm still young, and work super hard while I'm young, and then build a team, help others be like me. And then one day I can travel the world, do charity and do other things that I'm super passionate about, and help people along the way, speak on stages across the world. And as you guys probably also know, one of my other biggest dreams is a massive one, but it's like to speak on a stage with almost 90,000 people in the room, something crazy like that. And that's just something that I just have in my mind. That's just a big goal of mine. It's so big, but I just don't know if it's going to happen. But I don't even care because I'm just so focused on getting to that dream that even if I miss, I know that I'll land somewhere else and probably get 15,000, 20,000, 50,000, let's say. So consistently taking action, as I shared in my TEDx talk. If you guys haven't checked out my TEDx talk either, it would honestly mean a lot to me anyway. If you haven't, to go onto YouTube, just type in Sadiq's TEDx. It will come up straight away, one of the first ones. Click that and watch that video. I share the three reasons why you're not taking action in your life, and how my journey in the last 6 years of consistently taking action on my goals has helped me become, or has helped me find the little successes that I've had so far in my life. And so taking action is number 2 for me. The third thing I want to share with you all is patience. So after being grateful for everything that you have, after taking action in your life every single day, you got to have patience. And I am super patient. Like I don't mind waiting along, the next 10 years, just working super hard on what I'm doing. Because I know that if you want something worth having in life, it takes time. And if you want things quick, if you're someone that wants to make a quick buck, you want to quickly change people's life, you want to quickly go and create that course and make so much money, or you want to quickly go and get it, like you want to quickly go get that thing, or win that thing, or get that success, or make that money. Whenever I hear the word fast or quick, I run. I'm like, I'm gone. I'm running away, because I don't like things that are quick, that are fast. Apart from fitness, because in fitness I'm quick and fast, and I love that, because that's just my personality. That's just my mojo. That's how I do things. I love being fast, quick in fitness. So I'm not really an endurance, long distance person. If you go jogging with me, I'll be tired after like a mile and a half. I'll be like, I'll be like just breathing out of breath, like my lungs are probably like cramping up on me. But that's not me. But if you start doing Superman push-ups and triple clap push-ups, and jumping up and down like a monkey, and jumping, especially, I'm really good at, like that kind of stuff, quick and fast, that's no problem, because that's for yourself. You're doing that for your own health, for your fitness. Nothing wrong with being quick and fast in that aspect. But in your life, to get things and to achieve things quick and fast is a big no-no for me. So patience, guys. You gotta be patient. Like, you gotta keep taking action, but just understand, like, that life is a long-term game. We have to live every day like it's our last, but plan like we're gonna live 100 years. I think it was Steve Jobs that said that, or it was Mahatma Gandhi. Don't quote me. I think it was Mahatma Gandhi that said that. Live like you're gonna live 100. Live every day like it's your last, but plan like you can live 100 years. Don't quote me. I think it was either Mahatma Gandhi or Steve Jobs. Don't grill me in the comments. I don't remember every single person's quote. Just remember my favorite ones, and sometimes I get confused. But since I'm on quotes, I'm going to share with you my actual favorite quote to give you that extra bit of value now. And as you guys probably know, that I love Jim Rohn, and Jim Rohn has had a massive impact in actually step number 4, my 4th life lesson, which is in personal growth. And in personal growth, this actually combines really nicely. Personal growth, the biggest person, the biggest guru, the personal growth guru, the person who's really shifted my mindset the most, I would say, at least in the beginning of my journey, is Jim Rohn. And if you guys haven't followed him and watched all of his videos on YouTube and Googled him and read anything about him, an article or something, you're missing out on a lot of good wisdom. And I'm just being honest, like you're missing out on, like, if you see me and you want anything that I have, you want any skill or any talent or anything that I have right now in my life, I can almost guarantee you that if you go and follow Jim Rohn, something that he's gonna say or he's gonna show you on his video is going to shift your perspective, your life, your mindset, everything. You're gonna have something that they call a paradigm shift. And I promise you, this paradigm shift is like a light bulb moment. It's like a click in the head. You don't even see it coming. You're just listening and you're just watching something, and then bang, something just comes and absolutely shifts your perspective, shifts your life. And it's crazy the way it happens, but it's, at the same time, it is amazing. And so, yeah, Jim Rohn, I hope that all of you guys have been following his content or listen to him or watch him on YouTube. And he's someone that has massively impacted my personal growth at the beginning of my journey, because I was listening and watching his videos almost every day, in the car, at work, on the train, everywhere, just listening. And his accent used to just keep me so excited and inspired. Just his energy, the way he talks, the way he says things, just that wisdom that he has is so cool. And it's just helped me so much in my life. So personal growth is actually number 4 in my life lessons, because I think without personal growth, without bettering yourself, without working on your mindset, without becoming a better version of yourself every day, how do you expect things in your life to change? And as that actually brings me very nicely onto my favorite quote by Jim Rohn, it's for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. How can you expect things in your life to change if you're not changing? Because change starts from within. They say charity starts at home. Yeah, home is you. Home is you. You start you change and everything around you changes. Okay, so I really want you guys to focus on personal growth. And I don't care how old you are right now. If you're listening to my podcast and you're 12, I want you to start personal growth. At least I want you to go and listen to Jim Rohn every day. If you're 15, 16, if you're 67 or you're 70 or you're 85 right now listening to this, I still want you to go and start personal growth. It's never too late. You know, I always say age is just a number. I am 27. And a lot of people who know me, or a lot of people that connect with me online, absolutely, they either think that I'm super young or they think that I'm too wise and I'm too old, like old for my age, the way I look. I mean, so they say, whenever I ask people, how old do I look? They either say you look super young, like you look 22 or 23. I'm like, oh, thank you. That's a nice compliment. That looks amazing. I got a fresh trim, fresh, nice haircut. I look quite young. Okay, cool. I love that. I'm grateful. And then I have another group of people when I ask them, hey, how old do I look? How old do you think I look? And they would say, like, from judging from your content and from what you share and how you speak and everything that you know in terms of your mindset, I would say you look about 37, 35, 34. I've got all of these numbers before as well. I'm like, wow, why'd you say that? And they're like, because of like your mindset, like you just think so wise, you just think so ahead of time. I'm like, thank you. I'm really appreciative of that. I'm super grateful. But actually 27. And I guess my mindset is like that because I just take my life a bit more serious. I'm just more mature. Even though you guys seen the not mature side of me, because I'm still myself. I still don't worry and don't care about what people think about me. And I'm still always going to be myself. My inner child will always come out. I will always share that in my content. I want you guys to know how I am, who I am, how I speak, how I act. I want you guys to see that and know that that's me, and just either accept it or don't like me and disappear from my life. That's also fine, because I don't really focus on the little things like that in my life. I'm always focused on the bigger picture. And so number 4 for me was personal growth. Personal growth is going to shift your perspective, your mindset. You're going to have a paradigm shift. Your life will change. And I'm going to shoot some names at you that I want you all to go and follow on social media or on YouTube and watch their videos or consume their content. First is Jim Rohn. Second, obviously a lot of you guys know, is Tony Robbins. And if you didn't know, Tony Robbins actually learned from Jim Rohn. Or Jim Rohn, let's say Jim Rohn, taught Tony Robbins a lot of the things that he knows today. Same with Bob Proctor. The same with Brian Tracy. So these are some big names in the personal growth and the kind of business world. And then you have one of my favorite, like I would say younger, more like nowadays type of person that you can follow. That's more, let's say, that connects with the younger generation a lot more, are people like, Gary V. So Gary Vaynerchuk. Make sure you guys go and follow him and check his content out. I know a lot of you guys already do. If you haven't and you don't like him, I want you all to go and give him a chance. I want you to go and watch some YouTube videos of Gary Vee and get to know the more long-term, the longer version of his videos and understand him more, rather than only judging him from his little short YouTube, Instagram clips and TikTok videos. Because a lot of people don't like him in the beginning. I'm going to be honest, I didn't. For the first couple of weeks, I didn't like him because my friend asked me to follow him, I think over 5 years ago now. And I followed him and I was like, this guy swears too much. Always using the F word. He's always, swearing left, right, and center. I don't really want to follow someone like that. But then my friend said, keep watching his videos and at least go on YouTube and give him a chance. So I watched some of his YouTube videos, which was much longer. And I was like, wow, the only 5 words that always come into my mind now when I hear about Gary Vee is patience, optimism, positivity, hustle, and what else? The last one is probably, don't worry about other people's opinions. Those are probably the 5 things from the top of my mind just now, the 5 things that come to me when I hear about Gary Vee. Oh, and also obviously love, kindness, and spread your love and kindness to everybody in the world, because we all want a better life and there's someone out there willing or seeking our inspiration or our energy to always share and always be kind, never judge other people. And so those are the few things that I've learned from him. And to be honest, he's one of my recent inspirations. Like, he's one of the ones that I learn from on a daily basis, meaning I watch a lot more of his YouTube videos now and his long form content. And every time I get some time, I actually go on YouTube and I watch his content, because I resonate with it the most. He talks to people that are mostly around my age, in the late 20s or the younger 20s. And so I relate with the people who he's speaking with and with my own content. And my own mindset. I mean, so he's someone that you should also follow. Obviously, David Meltzer. I'm going to mention two names that has helped me when I was doing an online business. As some of you guys know, when I was doing my network marketing business over what 5 years, about 4.5 years ago now, when I was doing that business, I actually there's two names that I want you guys to follow. I don't know if you can, like, I'm gonna name them anyway because they've honestly changed my life. But these two people are, it's because of them that I'm super brave, that I'm super confident, that I've taken so much more action in my life, and they're the ones that helped me in my psychology, in my NLP/psychology, let's call it, and marketing. Those are the two topics: business, marketing, I'll say, and psychology. Two names: Cesar Rodriguez, or Cesar L. Rodriguez. You can find him on Instagram or YouTube. This guy is like, he's the one who's taught me about that question where I always share with you guys, what would I do if I was 10 times bolder? So his whole movement is called B10XB, and that's what he connects and shares with so many millions of people around the world with. He teaches them how they can shift their perspective from being quiet, shy, or fearful of something, to being super bold and just taking action anyways. So he always talks about his B10XB, which stands for be 10 times bolder. So Cesar L. Rodriguez. I will leave a link in the podcast so you guys can go and check him out. And also the second name is Ray Higdon, which again, in the network marketing industry, he was probably, most likely in my opinion, after Eric Worre, he probably was the biggest kind of inspiration to me, the one that I've learned everything about psychology, marketing, and how to build trust and credibility online with people that you want to work with clients, with people you want in your business, stuff like that. And so those names I want to just mention because they have been part of my journey in the last 6 years. And even though I don't follow their content as much anymore because I'm not doing that kind of business and I'm doing my business coaching now, they have helped me so much in terms of my mindset. So I want all of you guys to maybe check them out if you want to learn more about psychology. Some of their YouTube videos will help you so much. And also they've helped me with rejection, with handling rejection and handling objections. So definitely check them out. Anyway, that was number 4. And number 5, my last life lesson I'm going to leave you all with is obviously consistency. And again, from my TEDx video, you already know I talked about consistently taking action. I could have just spoke about taking action like everyone else does, how to take more action in your life. Everybody talks about that, right? But the reason why I added consistency or consistently is because I just thought everybody talks about taking action, but nobody talks about staying consistent at it. Because if you only take action once, you only change once. Something only changes once. It doesn't consistently carry on changing for you. So I believe that we have to consistently do that one action step every single day in order for us to get to the long-term vision or to the long-term goal, if that makes sense. So consistency for me is so important because doing the one little step minimum, I don't just only mean one every day, but at least the minimum do one step every day. It's like climbing a ladder or climbing stairs. Most people don't really go up with 2 steps, right? Or 3 steps. They don't really jump. You don't jump up steps, right? You just walk and you take one step at a time until you get to the top. It's the same thing with life. You take the one action step every single day that long term will get you to your vision. And if you don't take the one step and you only take it once a week, then your life and your journey is just going to be slower. It's still going to get you to where you want to be, potentially, but it's going to just be slower. So you'd rather just take one and stay consistent at it every day. It's like a habit. You're just building a habit every single day. You're taking one action step every day that's going to get you closer to your dreams. And I think that's really important. Those are pretty much my top 5 life lessons that have helped me in the last 6 years plus now, in my personal growth journey, in my business journey, in my own life journey, has helped me grow into the person that you see today. This person you see on the camera is the same person you'll ever meet online. And lots of people have vouched for that. They're like, hey, you're actually the same person we see online on your videos. You're the same offline. Nothing's changed. You have the same hairstyle. You look the same. They can just feel my energy in real life. As much as you guys, I'm sure, can feel my energy through the videos as well. Some of you guys always comment that I've inspired your day. You've taken my energy and you've consumed it, and then you've going to take action in your life. And I'm super grateful for every single one of you who either are listening right now, who are watching this video right now on YouTube. I just want to say a massive thank you from the bottom of my heart. Honestly, I really mean this. Like, for every single comment, like, support, share, save, subscribe, like everything that you've done to support me on my journey. I am super grateful for every single one of you, and I just hope that I can continue to inspire you, motivate you, add positivity, love, and kindness into your life, so you all can take action from my own journey. And if there's anything that you want me to make more content around, please let me know in the comments under the YouTube channel or under the podcast, or shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll leave all the links and everything of obviously under the podcast and the YouTube channel, so you guys can come and communicate. Because I love, as you guys know, I reply to every single DM. As long as you don't say hi. If you actually come and this is how you do it: you leave a compliment and then you ask me a question, like a very a nice, normal, direct question. So, for example, hey Sadiq, I really like your videos on TikTok. They've been inspiring me every day to take action in my life. I just wanted to ask you, or I was just curious if you are open to answer this question for me. How do I stay more consistent in my life? How do I overcome uh, overthinking? Like something like that. This is how you're going to get more people to communicate back with you, or to send you some love, or to reply to your comments or to your DMs. Okay, that's how you do it. That's just a little extra bonus I chucked in for you guys in this episode. But guys, I hope that this episode has added some kind of value into your life. Thank you so much for listening, for watching on YouTube. Again, I'm super grateful for all the love and for all the support that you guys have given. I will do my best to make sure that I continue bringing more guests onto the platform, onto the podcast. And if I can't, or if it takes me longer than it should, then bear with me, and I'll probably be back next week if I don't have a guest. But as you guys know, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, and I'm grateful and I'm proud of myself for just doing my best every day. And I hope you guys can take some of these lessons that I just shared, implement, blah, blah, blah. My English is going crazy now. Implement them into your own lives. And I hope that you can continue following my journey, continue getting inspiration from my videos, and, share it with your friends, leave comments underneath them. And as always, I love you all. Take care of yourself. And until next week on the podcast, which is going to be episode 63, love you all. God bless. Take care and have an amazing, amazing week ahead. Take care.